Earlier today, Fallout 4 got a new update. This was about 1.4 gigabytes for me on Steam, but notably larger at 7.4 gigabytes on Xbox. This is the big one. Fallout 4 itself got an update with some changes, fixing many of the bugs from last year's next-gen update, but this also comes with the release of paid mods via this new Creations menu. There are now several new things you could buy for Fallout 4, and honestly, some of these are kind of cool. I'll share details on a few of them, but Bethesda also released one free creation that everyone is able to gain access to. And separate from all of that, we also finally got the release and pricing details of Fallout 4's Anniversary Edition. There's been a ton of confusion about what this is or isn't and what it includes, so I highly recommend at least watching that segment of the video before you make a purchase. But looking at the update itself for Fallout 4, it's honestly pretty simple, but with some very critical changes. There was no new patch notes released for this one, so if you saw the patch notes that were released last week, yeah, those are the notes. The biggest change will be the removal of the face gen stutter bug. After the next-gen update, if you downloaded any mod that edited NPC face-gen data, your game would start stuttering. On PC, modders fixed this, but on consoles, you just couldn't use certain mods until today, as at least in my testing, this bug is now completely gone. I had no stutters whatsoever in my playtime. Beyond that, the VATS bugs were fixed, you could target enemies through walls despite not being able to actually shoot through those walls, and your accuracy would randomly hit 0, basically breaking VATS. These two are completely gone. Testing this on the exact same save, I couldn't target any enemies through walls, and my hit accuracy worked as expected the entire time. Ultrawide now actually works for Fallout 4. Last year's update brought support, but didn't actually update many aspects of the HUD. So while playing in Ultrawide, things were just stretched. Some stuff still is stretched, but nearly everything was fixed now. Fallout 4 actually has ultrawide support as of today's update. Although bizarrely, at least on PC, it still doesn't have support for borderless 4K, and you must instead manually set the resolution in the INI files to achieve that. And of course, physics are still tied to your FPS. With this update also comes the Creations menu and some pretty important changes to modding, particularly on consoles. Right around release, the menu was pretty broken. Half the time you weren't able to get in at all, just saying operation could not be completed. And if you tried to enter after that, it would actually soft lock your game. I got this both on Xbox and PC, but as the day has gone on, it seems like things are improving. I can now more consistently get into the menu, and then you just have to wait a while. And if you do successfully get in, things are different now. You'll find paid and free mods side by side and a completely new layout. As of right now, the mod space on consoles is still restricted to 2 gigabytes, but Bethesda has teased raising this in the future, and I think I know how. One of the other changes that came to Fallout 4 thanks to this creation menu is load order saving. Basically, your load orders will be associated with certain saves. You can see here, as I try and load the save with one mod missing, it prompts me to reactivate it, and it can do that automatically for me. Or separately, when loading an old save, the game can now automatically switch to the load order I was using when playing on that save. In the past, Bethesda said in order to raise the Fallout 4 mod limit, your load order would need to be wiped. But if they suddenly add in the functionality to save and re-download that load order, suddenly your load order being wiped might not be nearly as large of an issue. But at least on release, we don't have this change.